Happy Thursday. Tonight we are continuing the tiger embroidery here. So thanks for joining me here. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for the beginning crafter. And I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That's 9:30 Eastern and 6:30 Pacific. And I'm here for about an hour, and it's a time that we can just relax and craft together. So tonight we are continuing on our little tiger, I might have said lion again, our little tiger embroidery here. We got some of the orange going on. So now this is part of the embroidery of the month. The actual embroidery of the month is the little sloth, but we finished him last night, and I had a little extra embroidery this month, and that is the tiger, and we happen to have enough time this week to work on it. So I'm hoping we can get pretty far tonight. I'm not quite sure if we'll finish the whole thing this week, but I think we'll get pretty dang close on it. So I'm gonna work on, I think, the bulk of this area, the stripes and everything more tonight, and then tomorrow maybe we'll focus on the little nose and mouth area where we'll be doing some satin stitches and some French knots there. So, all right, I'm gonna flip you guys around and we'll get going tonight. Thank you again for joining me. Hope you're all having an okay day. All right, so here is the little guy right there. So this is what the pattern looks like when you get it. And I'm just going to scroll to the stitch guide here so I can just check the colors and everything while I'm stitching, and I know what stitch goes where. It looks like everything over on this side is just the back stitch, so I'm just gonna work on these stripes. So I need this open just for the color tonight. All right, so over here. All right. And last night we ran out of floss right about here, so we have a couple more little orange stripes, and then all of this outline is orange, and then we can probably pick up some orange stripes along the way. Actually, the orange doesn't pick up again until all the way up here. So let's just start there again so we can finish that area that we're working on. All right, I have this pretty orange here tonight. So we got our second round of pick up groceries for this whole, quarantine period. We went to the grocery store once and decided not to do that again, and we got curbside pickup, and this was our second round. And the first time they didn't have a lot of the stuff that we ordered, and we kind of think that they might have just put those things on this order because we got like 2 of everything. So, and we actually ordered multiples of like salad and like potatoes and oranges and stuff. So we got like double of all of those things. So we basically have a fridge of lettuce and way more oranges and limes than we thought. Yes, Dee Dee. So more treats, Dee Dee is asking. And so on that list was my jelly beans, but those were not in there, so they must have been out of jelly beans, which is a bummer. So I was pretty sad about that. But we did get some cookies, and John got his peanut M&Ms that he likes. But yeah, super sad about the jelly beans. I guess Easter is done, so those get snookered up pretty quick. Oh, I was waiting to sit on the couch and eat me some jelly beans, though. That's a bummer. But I did eat 2 cookies before coming on here tonight, so Sugar Rush will be kicking in soon here. But yeah, we're getting pretty low again, so the 2-week period is pretty good. actually, I think it might have been 3 weeks. It was 2 weeks, and then we put the order in, and then it was another week. Nah, it must have only been 2 weeks. I don't know. Yeah, they knew we were eating through stuff last time, so they just doubled up. I mean, it must have been like a pack of 3, and then we put 2 down for a lot of things. I don't know, but we definitely messed up. But it was nice to have a fridge of food again for sure. I'm gonna keep these back stitches pretty large. I was making them pretty large here just to keep like the 2 stitches per fur bit. I mean, you can do however many you want, but I think as long as I got like a straight away here, I think I'm gonna continue doing pretty big. So now this little line here stays black. Just looking at the pattern, but this inner ear part is orange again. Oh, and then we're already up near where the next orange area is, so all these lines are orange as well. So I know we're upside down here now, just kind of rotating as I go. All right, so we'll go up and down this ear, and then we'll start getting some of the fur bits again, I think. I suppose we could also continue the outline, but I think we'll just kind of go up and down and we'll try and do that like sweeping bit where instead of just doing the outline and then coming back, we just try and get everything that's orange as we go along. So I think that's the plan for this guy. All right. So it was another pretty nice day outside today. Definitely finally feeling like spring. There, he's looking cute. Okay. Feeling the relaxingness of this tonight. It's nice. Oh, Libby, I will check on that. I don't know why that would be. I'll check it out though. The times that's happened is if I got the wrong email address. So I'll look into that and send me an email. Just so I can make sure that I have the right email. And then I'll switch it up and resend it. I'll do that right when I'm done here. Yeah, usually the download should be in the order receipt right away. So if you didn't get that, then for sure I'll resend it. Thought you were doing, oh, I'm just doing it's just this little chin. I suppose the whole thing would have been pretty cute as the chain stitch, but it's just the little chin to give it just a little bit more heft down there. Almost like it's a little furrier, but not quite furry enough to be. Oh, you didn't get yours either, Robin. Okay, I will check into both of those. Oh, and you know what? I already went past my line here. So you know what? I think we'll just keep going. I probably don't have too much thread left. So I think I'm just going to, well, I wonder if I can get up and down here. I think I'll just stitch to the edge here. So the orange kind of stops right by the nose here. So I'll just stitch to there and then I'll have to come back and do these lines. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll have just enough to get down there, hopefully. Ooh, hopefully I have enough. That would not be fun to have just a couple stitches down at the end. think I might try doing this a little bit differently. Doing one forward stitch and one back stitch. That can sometimes save a little bit of thread. I don't think it always looks quite as nice, but I would like to get down to here with the thread that I have left here, and I'm not quite sure if I can do it. Also doing some pretty big stitches here, but I think it's kind of cute. All right, so it's marked on the pattern on my iPad, but the orange stops about right here. So a few more stitches. I'm gonna have just enough to weave in the end, I think. I think we'll do 2 more little stitches. We're going around this a little bit tighter curve here, so I'm making my stitches a little bit smaller, so it appears a little bit more like a curve versus a bunch of straight lines. And all right, we're able to do this with just enough thread. So there we go. That's as far as the orange goes, and then the mouth is actually black. So we'll come back and do the mouth. Let's weave in this end. All right, and then we have some more orange to do. So I think I'm just going to continue. I'm going to just finish one color before moving on to the next. I think we'll probably do black next. Just because then we can get a lot of the, well, I don't know, maybe we should, now that I think of it, maybe we should do the satin stitch of the teeth. So let me show you the design again. So I'm thinking maybe we should do these teeth, which are satin stitched. I think we should do those before the black, because I'm going to want the black line to cover up the base of all those stitches. So, I mean, if we start here with black, we'll run out before we get over here. But I think, let's finish the orange. Maybe we do, I wasn't going to work on this area yet, but maybe we do the teeth right away. Or we could get, maybe we get the white done, just because that'll be like a quick win. That's one color that we'll completely finish. And then, yeah, I think let's do the teeth. Then we'll come back and do all the black. Oh, and the little red tongue. And then we'll finish with the pink, I think. I always kind of like to have a little bit of a kind of road map when I'm working on these, just to kind of see how to best like utilize the floss and time and all that. All right, but I do need a bunch more orange yet, so let's get more of that. Just cut another 20 inches or so. I'm unrolling it with both threads and cutting them at the same time, because that's the length I'm going to want when I have the black anyway, so might as well cut it at the same time. All right, and I need 3 strands here. I mean, you could pull the strands apart like this, but I feel like it has more potential to get tangled up on itself than just pulling it out one at a time. So, and I think this is just a little bit faster too, so I'm going ahead and pulling out one strand at a time. I'm used to this now. I never used to do it that way, but we started doing it on the show here a while back, and now I think it's my go-to way to separate strands for sure. Kathy, what the heck? Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, we got an ear to do. So let's start here. Let's do this little part of the ear, and then all of this and this stripe is all orange. Okay, and that's it for the orange then. weaving in the end to start. I like this orange. It's nice and bright. Okay, and let's see. We're kind of more towards the front, so we'll do this. It's again just the inner ear. The back of the ear is in black. I always like that little sound of the floss going through the fabric. The little click of when the needle pops through the fabric too. That little punch through. Gosh, it would be awesome if we finish this. I don't know if we'll get the stick and stitch off, but maybe if we do get far enough that I think we'll finish tomorrow night, maybe I will just get some water in a bowl on standby, and then maybe we'll just stay a little later and take the stick and stitch off. I think that'd be kind of nice. It'd be awesome to get this whole guy done. My stitches are a little bit bigger than usual, just because I'm trying to finish this a little faster too. But you know what? It's fun to mix it up sometimes. I think the size stitch is looking nice. All right, so now all of these little stripies are orange up on the head here. And they're smaller than these big furry ones down here, so I'm going to just do them all with one big stitch. And it'll go faster that way too. Oh, Kathy, you'd like to see how it works with the water? Yeah, I'm a little farther than I thought I was going to be, so we might actually have that opportunity. So, yep, I will get a couple bowls of water. If I'm doing it at home by myself, and not like filming it, then I'll just run with some warm water over the whole piece, like just do the whole thing in the sink, just run water over it. But here, just so you guys can see, I do it with a couple bowls of water. So one bowl to get it going, and then it all kind of flakes off, so you'll see it in the water. And then I have a second bowl just of clean water to do a final kind of like rinse off of all the extra stuff. But yeah, if I'm doing it from home, then I just do it in the sink with some running water. But yeah, I'll get some bowls of water on standby, and we will definitely do that, I think. We are cruising a bit today. So I think, yeah, we'll do the white next, get that out of our hair, and then we will focus on some teeth and stuff here. What do I do with all of these pieces when I'm done? Well, that I am not quite sure of. So the mandala love, I'm not quite done with that one, but that one's on a tea towel, so that will actually, I will use that as an actual tea towel. This swan, which was our first one that we did in December, that one I'm turning into a little zipper pouch, but I'm hand quilting it first. So that's going to be a project that lasts forever and ever, the little hand quilting of it. A lot of them I just kind of make into little, I like just framing them in the hoop, just kind of like what we did with the sloth here, and then I just kind of hang them up. It'd be fun to have like a whole wall filled with little guys like this, I think. Sometimes they just hang out in a bin until I figure out what to do with them. All right, all that we have left is going up this stretch here, and again, I'm going to be pressed to have enough thread. I'm gonna start here. And I think I'm gonna jump to here and then come back the other way. Oh, hand quilting is your favorite part of quilting. Yes, I should get that out again. So maybe I'm hoping soon I'll have some weekends again. So then maybe I can do some like weekend stitching and work on some of those projects again. That'd be kind of fun. Do some weekend unfinished projects stitching here with you guys. Another like Saturday kind of early afternoon project working. Oh, I just need these like 5 little more guys here. I don't think there's any more orange. No, that's it for the orange. So I gotta make these last little ones, but you know, it's not like I can make these smaller. I think I'm gonna have just enough thread. Oh, we're gonna have plenty. Yay, good. I was worried. Okay, so we will switch to the white. All right, phew, last stitch of orange. He's looking all pretty. All right, let's weave into these stitches right here. Okay, done with orange. All right, let's grab our white. So I'm just looking, so it's this stripe right here. I mean, it just looks like a lot of fur, but once we stitch it, it'll look like stripes. So this right there and that kind of row right there are the white. Oof. Hopefully this is enough. Don't know. All right, let's grab our 3 strands again. I'm kind of tempted to do all 6 strands with the white, but we'll stick to the. You know what? I'm gonna just do all 6 strands. I'm just thinking that the white, you know, is gonna be pretty subtle against this cream color, so maybe we want it just a little bit more poofy. I don't know. This is an experiment now. I don't usually mix the number of strands in a piece. And I actually pretty rarely use all 6 strands because it can be a little bit more difficult to pull through the fabric, but we'll give it a go. I think it might, if I do any color with the all 6 strands to make the stitching thicker, I think this white is the one to do it. All right, so where am I? I'm up here. Let's start with, so I'm gonna go down this little row here. So when the sticky stuff washes out, do the lines wash out too? Yes, Kathy. So it can be a little bit trickier, like you just have to keep running more warm water and just you got to kind of massage your stitches a little bit, and especially with light colors. So it'll be interesting what the white looks like. It'll look like the black's not going away, but when it dries you won't see it, and we'll spend some time with some warm water on those parts trying to get all that black out. But yes, it should just wash away. Ooh. Thought something felt funny. So it looks like I caught the stitch a little bit. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. Something was not feeling right. All right. Looking cute. So I do these thick lines actually pretty fun. They just pop a little bit more. I think it's giving some more substance to this white because I think it was gonna just be hidden away a little bit. Yeah, I think it's gonna look extra nice when we take the stick and stitch off. But you hear that little popping through the fabric is a little bit more pronounced. I actually do have to yank on it a little bit more, and I am still using a fabric that has kind of a pretty open weave. So this would have been pretty difficult with some quilting weight fabric, all 6 strands of floss. And again, that is one reason that I do like using the 3 strands versus the 6. It's working harder to get through the fabric, that's for sure. I'm hoping we can get up the next stripe with this 1 strand, but I don't know if we'll make it. Although these ones look kind of small, so maybe we'll be good. The fun thing about leaving the black till later is we can kind of already get a sense of what the black is going to look like because the lines are black here. Okay, and then it's this stripe down here. So we'll hopefully have enough to come back up this way. I'm still only going to use the 1 stitch for these. This row right here with the longer furry hairs, that one I'll probably do the double stitch again, just because those are pretty long. And some of them have kind of a little bit of a curve to it, so we'll be able to get that effect with 2 stitches. I think I'll have just enough thread. Oh, Noeline says I use 6 a lot, but you do use up a heap more floss. Yes, for sure. At least twice as much. Maybe that's why a lot of people like using the 2 strands, because then you can get a whole lot out of that. Oh yeah, I think we'll have enough. And this is it for the white. It's just these two stripes. Yes, exactly, Jenna. I mean, it is something you gotta buy yet, but floss is definitely, as far as a craft goes, it's a pretty inexpensive craft, embroidery. You know, you can draw on a piece of fabric or just clothing, something you already have, and then you just need a needle and some embroidery floss. It's a lot cheaper than sewing a queen-size quilt together or anything with quilting weight fabric, that nice quilt fabric. Uses less thread than cross stitch, I think. I mean, I suppose it depends on what type of embroidery you're doing, like we were talking about last night. If you're doing a full thread painted embroidery where you're filling in the whole entire space with these tiny stitches, that probably uses a bit of thread. Ooh, all right, 2 more stitches here. And then we're done with the white. So that wasn't too hard. Good. We're going to move on to the teeth, the yellow teeth, I think. Actually, let's probably do the tongue first because I like doing the things that are further back first. So we'll do the tongue and then we'll do the teeth and then we'll do the black and then we'll come back and do the nose and his little, like freckles, those, or his little whisker holes or whatever. Those will be the pink. I'm going to call them freckles. I wonder what those are called. What would you call the spots that the little whiskers come out of? I'm calling them freckles. That's a cute way of saying it, I think. All right. All right, let's do that red. There's a tiny, tiny bit of red. Just the little tongue there. So I don't need much for that. These colors are pretty together. I suppose let's just cut a normal piece because then I'll cut all of them at once. Get the red out of here. So yeah, I mean, this is just kind of interesting because, oh, follicles, yeah, little hair follicles. Yep, I'm calling them freckles. So we have, we did kind of two ways here to make a thicker line, right? So with the white, we made a thicker line by just using more strands of thread. So we did the 6 strands instead of the 3 strands. But here we did a thicker line by just using a stitch that has like a double amount of thread in it. So those are two, I guess, creative options that you have to weigh when you're stitching. Like, oh, I want this area thicker. Do I do that with more strands or do I do that with a stitch? And then what stitch to use? And so all those creative decisions with embroidery. Oh, if you stitched him all black and white, he would look like your kitty Tommy. Oh, that'd be sweet. Little kitty. That'd be nice. I miss Chad. I don't know if you guys, this is so stupid, but I love it so much and it makes me laugh every single time. I know some of you guys are on, watch TikToks, but there's a TikTok trend. If you're on if you've never been on TikTok, it's just horrible. But as you start liking things, then the algorithm gets more in tune to the things that you like, and then it just gets awesome. It's just so fun and cute and fun after you've liked a few things or put a heart on a few things. But one of the things, it's so dumb. So my TikTok is basically all animals and like funny jokes and like learning stuff. Like there's this guy that just talks about like the pyramids and stuff like that, and then some dancing and some other fun stuff, some art stuff, all the stupid weird teenager stuff is gone, which is nice. You got to get rid of that stuff. But so mine's a lot of animals, but there is this trend with cats that if you film your if you film your cat, and then when they're like licking their fur, every time they lick, if you go like make a licking noise, it freaks them out. So they'll like look at you like, oh my God, what was that noise? But then every time they go back to licking their fur, people go like again. And just the looks they get from these cats are hilarious. And that sounds like, I told you it was going to sound stupid, but oh my God, that trend is just funny. or your daughter and granddaughter have been sending you TikToks. It's all kind of about the trends too, because somebody does something funny and then a bunch of people will mimic it, and you can do like syncing just to people talking. That's a popular thing. So a trend will get going on that where just people lip sync over other people and they lip sync over them and over and over and over again. But this cat thing is just so dumb and I love it. I have never not laughed out loud during watching a cat try and lick its fur, and then have the human who's filming it go every time he does it, and then they just like, their head shoots up like, what the heck was that? All right, and there you go. I will not talk about that anymore. It's just so dumb, but I love it. That's one that if I showed John, it would just be like a roll your eyes at me situation, but it's funny and I like it. All right, we got a little tongue in there. This would have been maybe cute to fill in with satin stitch, but that one will be an outline. The teeth, I'm doing satin stitch, and the nose, I'm going to do satin stitch. So let's do the teeth now. I don't really have much to weave them in up there. So maybe I'll weave in the ends to here, and then I will do this tooth first, then this tooth, and then maybe I'll just leap up and do this tooth, and then jump and do this tooth. We'll have stitches that will cover that jump up, so that'll be good. Oh yeah, you start, you start, and then an hour has gone by. So if you are on TikTok enough, for long enough, it is really easy, by the way, for an hour to go by without you even even knowing it. But eventually TikTok will have what looks like a normal TikTok. It's just a dude, but he kind of says like, hey, you've been on TikTok for a while, maybe you should go get a glass of water. There's a guy that comes on that tells you that if you've been on too long, which is kind of funny. And then it's a shock, like, oh, yep, I have been here for a while. I have seen those kittens and cucumbers. I don't know what the deal is with that. That's just some, I don't know, deep down weird instinct. Like it must be like a lizard or a snake kind of in the grass, like instinct to like leap away from these cucumbers. I have no idea. They're pretty dang funny though. All right, what was my map for this again? Okay, I wanted to start on this one first, so I'm gonna weave in the edges right here. All right, one. You do have to curate it a little bit though, and TikTok. So you just, if you see something you like that you think is funny or whatever, give it a like, and soon your stuff was going to get more and more looking like that, which is great. All right, so I'm thinking about this this tooth. I always kind of like starting, like having a point like this, because I'll go from the point to down to this side, and then I'll just kind of fill in around it. But if I start with that point, I'm actually going to start at the bottom and go, and no, I'm not. I'm going to start, yeah, maybe I will. I'm going to start at the bottom and go up to the point, just because I want to try and aim for all these lines here, and so if I have my needle at the top, I can go to the exact point like that versus trying to get that from underneath. And this bottom line is going to be covered up by black stitches, so if I'm not totally on, that'll be okay, because they'll be covered up. Oh yeah, TikTok's like a phone app. And it's on Android and iPhone. You got to get through all the stupid teenagers doing stupid stuff and thinking they're like the coolest thing that ever existed. Once you get past those, then it gets better. But what's neat now is that a lot of people are doing like educational stuff on there. Like I follow this guy who's a gardener and has like a garden in his front yard, all raised stuff, and his stuff is really interesting. A lot of cooks doing stuff. I follow this person who's living in Japan, and she has a series that's just things in my Japan home that just make sense. And there are just some cool things in her kitchen and other places that it's like, dang, that is smart. We should have that in our kitchen. But yeah, so once you're on for a while, it does get curated to stuff that you actually like. But it's a time suck. Be prepared to have your time sucked away. Oh, you're following the person in Japan. There's some awesome cooks doing stuff on there too. I mean, there's like a guy teaching you different Korean words every day. I mean, it's just it's what I like to call it. It is a true visual of just people putting their creative energy out there. That's how I like to think about it. People are just being creative, and it's just so neat to see all that creativity. I follow some people who have birds who say stuff like birds who'll talk to you. That's funny. All right, I'm going to jump up to this tooth now. And you know what? I do not think I'm going to have enough thread for this other tooth. There we go. YouTube, you can go down a rabbit hole too, for sure. However, with TikTok, everyone's thing is like only like a minute long or something. It's like, like 20 seconds to a minute long. It's something really short like that. So it's easy to just keep flipping to the next one. We actually, John and I were like, oh, it's like a slot machine. So it is the same principle. This is like our theory. It is the same principle as gambling on a slot machine, where there always might be that next one that's really funny, or there always might be that next one that you have to share with someone, and they're so short and fast that you're always like flipping to the next one, and it's that search for that win like a slot machine. Like it's that same physics or mental physics. Nope, it's not a video game. It is just another social media network. Nope, not a video game. But yeah, it's just, what's that next win? Next win around the corner. Which again, makes it super addictive. Like it's built on those addictive properties of like the slot machine. But again, once it's curated to you after you've been on for a little while, it's awesome. But yeah, I can only go on it certain times of the day because otherwise I know I'll get sucked in. I gotta get stuff done. I can't get totally sucked in. Ugh, do I have enough thread for a whole nother tooth? We're gonna give it a go. So I'm gonna jump all the way over here. we'll go straight down here again. Yeah, I know people who have had to actually delete it from their phone because it is just too tempting. Ugh. Hopefully I have a win here. Or hopefully I have just enough floss for this tooth. This is looking so cute though. Look at that yellow really pops. Alrighty, I think I'll have plenty of floss. Yay! We won in floss chicken again. That's nice. Yeah, with TikTok, there's a lot of just really funny stuff too, so I haven't like snort laughed as much as I have just watching TikToks. Ha, it looks like he should brush or floss. Yep. He needs a cleaning here. Maybe he just got a bunch of gold teeth installed. All right, clip him. All right. Wow, you guys, we are totally cruising through this. I think we'll definitely easily get this done tomorrow and be able to take the floss off. So we still have a little bit we still have like 10 minutes or so. Let's try and pump out as much black as we can. And yeah, then tomorrow we'll just finish up whatever black we don't have done and then get his little nose. And that'll be that. We'll take off the stick and stitch. We're cruising through this guy. That's nice. Another good win. Need a couple of these little wins in the middle of our big projects. Got a double win this week with the sloth. Alrighty. Oh, I checked. I think we have actually 2 more bundles of these left too, if you want one of these tigers with all the floss in it. Where should I start? I think we'll start. Well, I could start here, and then I could come down here, and then come up here, and then maybe get a little bit of his ear. Let's do that. Next week's project is we are continuing on. We'll be doing March's. Oh no, not March. We'll be doing April's. Jesus, time is not a thing anymore. All right, we'll be doing April's Aurifil block of the month. So we've been the 4th full week of the month, which is next month or next week already. Crazy. We're through April just about. Is our week that we work on the Aurifil block of the month project, and it's been fun so far. We have 3 blocks done, and my block is going to be July, so I'm one of the designers for that project. So that is July. But where is my thread here? Okay. But that's what we'll be working on. So April, and it's the Verona. So it's already out. Okay, I'm going to do these in 2 giant stitches. Again, kind of like what we did in the last row. For speed, if anything. But yeah, it's pretty. So it's kind of like some purpley gray colors. We'll see what I have in my bin. Oh, I just used 3 strands for his tongue. You could do a nose ring if you want. That is perfectly fine with me. Oh, you're going to use light purple. Yeah, I have not looked yet, so we'll have to... Oops, got one of those little knots. We'll have to pick out some fabric together. I am committed to only using fabric in my little bin of fat quarters. So we got to find something in there to use. That's kind of one of my challenges. I always have like a little challenge for myself during... for each project, and that's the challenge for that one is the Aurifil block. I have to use fabric, use up some fabric from that bin. We got through a lot of this today. I think we'll definitely get through this tomorrow. That's great. So this one I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. He might be fun as like a little patch or something. We could, at some point, stitch him to some felt or something, and then making him into, like, put some pins on the back of him or something. I think everyone's pretty much using what they have at this point for their projects. Oop, that does not feel right. Yep, we got a little knot or a little twisty up situation here. All right, we're good. Ooh, yeah, like a sport coat. John's jacket. Yeah. I'm not sure this would fly on anything at John's. It would be kind of funny. It'd be like could put it like an arm patch or something. Like it's a shoulder tattoo or something. That would be kind of fun. I actually kind of like that idea. Like just on a plain, like long sleeve t-shirt or like a jean jacket, but on the sleeve. Shoulder tattoo. This actually would be fun if I did like a whole tattoo collection or something. This, I think a little tiger like this would fit right in. Ooh, on the back of a white jean jacket. Ooh, now that's fancy stuff right there. A white jean jacket with the tiger on. Ooh, that'd be fun, really. Dang, I'm gonna have to keep my, well, I guess not. I was going to say I'm going to keep my eye out, like at the Valley Village, which is the kind of like a Goodwill, the thrift shop right by us. I'm going to have to keep my eye out for a white jean jacket, but then I'm like, wait a sec, I can't go there anymore. That's a bummer. I bet you they have a white jean jacket with my name on there. Oh, a coffee mug rug. That would be perfectly legitimate. It'd be neat as a bigger rug. So like the head is over here and then the little area for the coffee is here. And then it'll look like he's always trying to get at that coffee. That'd be pretty cute. Okay, I like that idea. You know what? I think I do kind of have a jean jacket. It's not a jean jacket. It's more like a kind of a jersey, cotton jersey. God, I don't even know if it's cotton. But stretchy. But it has that jean coat sort of look to it. I might stitch this on the shoulder of that shirt. Or that little kind of like a spring coat. I'm going to get that out and see what I think about that. Yeah, the coffee is what makes his teeth yellow. Exactly. He's drinking all that coffee. Oh, you got your stay-at-home extended to May 31st. You know what? I have not even been paying attention on when ours is up or not, because I for sure am not going to just be going out and about right away and mingling with the people, with the zombies that are out there. But oh my God, you guys, we drove back from the warehouse, and there were like thousands of people out and about. I think I talked about this yesterday because I just couldn't believe it. But I think we only saw one couple with a mask out of all of these pieces. It was just all of those people. It was just crazy. Nolene, I would love to do that. We're actually thinking about doing that, getting some designs printed on coffee mugs and stuff. So I have a question, because I was drawing a little bit last night and wasn't sure what to do for that. Would you prefer, let's say you, I don't know, let's just say this tiger. Not that that's what I'm doing, but like, if you wanted this tiger on a t-shirt or on a mug or something like that, would you want it to look stitched like this, or would you want it to look more like a color illustration sort of thing? Like a filled in, like where he's all filled in with orange and color and stuff. Just curious. I think I'm trying to start drawing in the evenings again, because I want to draw, but I haven't been able to fit it in very well. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just chill and watch some TV in the evenings, but I'll have my iPad out and draw on there. I'm trying to get used to drawing on the iPad. That's still a little kind of foreign to me, but I like the idea of it because it can be saved and travels easy. Oh, my online store is penguinandfish.com. Oh, so you guys like it stitched. Okay, that's good to know. Because that's easier for me in a way. Ugh, I am not going to make it with this thread. So we'll definitely have to, I think this is going to be my last stitch actually. We'll have to come back. I think we'll start that up tomorrow. So we got a pretty good chunk of this black done already though. So I will stitch this. We got the little face. We got a little ways to go yet tomorrow, but we did a lot today. So I think we will, oh, there's not much to weave in here, but we'll come back and I think we'll still be able to finish this and take the water off. I think it would, it's going to take we might be over a little bit in our time tomorrow just to take that stick and stitch off, but it's nice to have it completely finished by taking that stick and stitch off. So we'll hang out till that's done. Assuming, technology and all of that. All right. So there we are. Cute. All right. Yep. We just have a little bit more black there, some of these black outlines, and then I'm excited for all this little pink area. We got some French knots and the nose there. You could really satin stitch these in too, I think, but I'm going to just do some big French knots. All right, you guys, I'm going to flip you around and we'll call it an evening here. All right, hello. Okay, so here we are. Oh, it's cute. He's definitely coming along. I think that was a nice way to go with that. All 6 strands for the white. It does give it a little bit more heft, which it kind of needs. It's stitched onto a light background, so we want to be able to see that well. Cute. All right. We're just about done. It looks a little bit farther than we actually are because these stitches or these lines are all in black and they're actually going to be stitched black. But we do actually have to stitch all those yet. All right, you guys, thanks again for joining me here tonight. I will get this up on YouTube at Penguin and Fish Movies here. I will check on the couple people who didn't get their patterns. I suspect it might be in an email not being typed just right, but I will check on that. It will be right in your email receipt. There will be a download now button in your email receipt, so look for that next to the item that you ordered. And I'll check that out. And yep, we have a few more bundles of the tigers, and we also have the PDF pattern for both the sloth and the tiger available yet at penguinandfish.com. So thanks again, guys. We'll keep on stitching tomorrow. Have a good evening. Good night.